If you are living in the UK right now, walking through streets where everyone speaks confidently, ordering coffee in places where conversations move fast, working in offices where small talk happens effortlessly, standing in supermarkets where people casually say, "You all right?" and respond without thinking. And yet, when it's your turn to speak, something inside you freezes. Then this video is not just another English lesson. This might be the moment you finally understand what's really holding you back. Because let me tell you something powerful from the start. You are not afraid of English. You are afraid of judgment. And until you separate those two things, you will keep blaming your vocabulary, your grammar, your accent, when the real problem is happening silently inside your mind. Think about it carefully. You live in the UK. That alone proves you are brave. You moved countries. You adapted to new systems. You handle transport, weather, bills, paperwork, work culture. You survived change. But when it comes to speaking English out loud, your brain suddenly behaves like you are weak. Why? Because somewhere along the way, you connected speaking English with the possibility of embarrassment. Maybe someone corrected you once. Maybe someone didn't understand you. Maybe you compared yourself to someone fluent and felt small. That tiny moment created a pattern. And now, every time you open your mouth to speak, your brain whispers, "What if you say it wrong?" That whisper is louder than your knowledge. Here is the truth nobody tells you. In the UK, people care far less about your mistakes than you think. British conversations move fast. People are busy. They are thinking about their own lives. They are not analysing your grammar. Most of the time, they just want to understand your message. But your mind exaggerates the risk. It imagines judgment where there is none. And that imagination creates hesitation. Hesitation creates silence. Silence creates habit. And habit becomes identity. You start telling yourself, "I'm just not confident." But confidence is not personality. Confidence is repetition under pressure. Let me show you something important. Imagine someone at work says, "How was your weekend?" In your head, you might try to build a perfect answer. Correct tense, perfect vocabulary, interesting details. But while you are building the perfect sentence, the moment passes. The other person has already moved on. What if instead you simply said, "Yeah, it was nice actually, just relaxed at home. What about you?" Simple, clear, human, no advanced grammar, no complicated words. That is real communication. The problem is not that you don't know enough English. The problem is that you are trying to sound impressive instead of being present. Now let's address fear directly. Fear feels physical. Your heart beats faster. Your mouth goes dry. Your thoughts become messy. That reaction is not about language. It is about performance pressure. Your brain thinks speaking English is a performance, but in reality, conversation in the UK is casual, imperfect, messy. People interrupt each other. They use fillers like, "you know," "I mean," "sort of," "kind of," "to be fair," "I guess." They hesitate too. They repeat themselves. Fluency is not perfection. It is comfort with imperfection. So tonight, instead of studying more grammar, I want you to do something different. I want you to practice speaking badly on purpose. Yes, badly. Stand in your room and talk about your day for 2 minutes without stopping. Do not correct yourself. Do not restart sentences. Keep going. You will notice something powerful. After 30 seconds, your brain relaxes. After 1 minute, your rhythm improves. After 2 minutes, you feel lighter. Why? Because you removed the pressure of being perfect. And when pressure drops, fluency rises naturally. Another powerful shift is this: stop translating. The moment you translate from your first language to English in real time, you create delay. Delay creates hesitation. Instead, train your brain with small, ready-made responses. Phrases like, "That makes sense," "I'm not sure yet," "Let me think," "That sounds good," "I didn't catch that," "Could you repeat that?" These are survival phrases. When they become automatic, conversations stop feeling dangerous. You buy yourself time naturally without freezing. Let's talk about accent fear. Many people in the UK hesitate because they think their accent sounds different. Of course it does. You are multilingual. That is strength, not weakness. The UK itself has dozens of accents: London, Manchester, Birmingham, Liverpool, Glasgow. There is no single, perfect British accent. Clarity matters more than sounding native. Speak clearly. Slow down slightly. That's enough. Your goal is communication, not imitation. Now imagine this scene. You are at a cafe. The person behind the counter says, "What can I get you?" Instead of panicking, you respond calmly, "I'll have a latte, please, and could I get that to take away?" Simple, polite, done. That small moment builds confidence. Confidence grows through small wins, not dramatic transformations. You don't become fearless overnight. You become slightly braver each day. Here is a mindset shift that changes everything. Stop asking yourself, "What if I make a mistake?" Start asking, "What if this conversation goes well?" Your brain responds to the question you ask it. If you search for danger, you find danger. If you search for opportunity, you find opportunity. Most fear of speaking English in the UK is imagined future embarrassment, but the present moment is usually safe. And let me tell you something else. Many fluent English speakers today were once exactly where you are. They had awkward conversations. They mispronounced words. They felt embarrassed. The difference is they kept speaking. They did not wait to feel ready. They spoke while feeling uncomfortable. And that is the secret. Courage comes before confidence, not after. Tonight, I want you to take one small action. Tomorrow, speak one extra sentence. Just one. If someone says, "Busy today?" don't just say "yeah." Say, "Yeah, it's been quite busy actually." Add one more sentence than usual. That is growth. One extra sentence per day for 30 days transforms your identity. You stop seeing yourself as shy. You start seeing yourself as someone who speaks. Let's destroy one more myth. You think others are fluent because they never feel nervous. Wrong. They feel nervous too. The difference is they speak anyway. Fear does not disappear before action. Fear shrinks after action. The more you avoid speaking, the bigger fear becomes. The more you face it, the smaller it gets. If you live in the UK, you deserve to participate fully in life here. To joke with colleagues, to share opinions, to ask questions confidently. English is not a barrier, it is a bridge, but you must step onto it. Nobody can do that for you. Right now, as you listen to this, ask yourself honestly, how many opportunities have I missed because I stayed silent? How many conversations could have built friendships, improved work relationships, opened doors? Silence feels safe in the moment, but long-term, it limits you. And here's the beautiful truth. You are closer than you think. You already understand more than you realize. You just need to trust yourself enough to speak. So tonight, before you sleep, speak for 2 minutes out loud. Tomorrow, add one extra sentence in real life. The day after, Ask one small question. Build momentum. Confidence is built, not granted. Living in the UK but still afraid to speak does not mean you are weak. It means you care. But caring too much about being perfect is holding you back. Let go of perfection. Choose participation. Because one day soon, someone will say, "You've become really confident lately." And you will remember this moment. The night you decided fear would no longer control your voice. And when that day comes, you won't just be living in the UK, you'll be living fully. Now take a breath.